Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Don't forget to tell everyone in the comments below when you hop on where you're from. And there may be people seeing this back later on will find your channel and maybe come on some of your videos and see what you're about. This is a great way to meet other people. As I've many times before, my channel is so diverse and I have people from so many different countries that this is possibly one of the best places to find different people who aren't on your circuit of whatever your channel is about. So don't forget to add either in the chat if you're here now or in the comments below if you're watching this back later, something about your channel, whether you're, say, a homesteading channel, crafting channel, or just a daily vlog channel. And you never know, people like to sit and read those comments and they might well come and take a look at your channel. My channel is largely about helping other people grow their own channels, sometimes to the downside of my channel because I'm so busy helping others with theirs. If you've got anything you want to ask about YouTube or channels, or particularly if you're new to YouTube, then please ask and I'll do what I can. My link to my secondary channel is below, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. And on that channel, I do have a playlist where I give some very easy to follow advice or tips on how to do some basic things on YouTube. And more often than not, basic things that a lot of big YouTubers either don't know or do in a different way. So do take a look at that. And we'll begin, as always, with my mood board. I don't know what mood I'm in today. So let me look through my mood cards and see which one I feel I am today. Oh, let's do this one today. I don't think you've seen this one. I don't know how many of these you've seen. I don't think I've repeated these, maybe a couple. Let's go for this one today, as I've got no particular mood to share with you. So we're going to go with Groovy Chick. Yes, Groovy Chick. And there's a lot happening here right now, all sorts of things, some of which I can share with you, some of which I can't for now. And you'll see why. There's a video coming up that shows some of it that I really want to share with you today, but I can't because I'm making a video about it. I've got a tiny bit more to add to the end of the video and then I can edit it all up, and it's made me so happy. It really has. But you'll see. I really want to tell you. So look out for a video coming soon. That's all I can say. I can't even tell you. So, and it's not what you think. It's something else. I can tell you about the thing that you think it might be. We'll talk about that in a minute. You need to follow me to know what's going on. And a lot of my stuff now, I'm doing 2 lives a week. The Monday one is just segments about different things, gardening and crafts and just talking about things in general, but I've got subject titles. But this channel, this live today is where I talk just general what's happening and catch up. So you won't always get videos on what's happening. You'll more likely hear that on the Wednesday chat. So do go back and look at things if you're not sure what I'm on about half the time. You got to keep up. Things are moving really fast here. So let's pin Groovy Chick up today. Anyone else feel like being a groovy chick? And if you're a man, do you feel like a groovy chick? There, that's quite 60s clothes there, maybe 70s. What do you think? Oh, groovy chick. Groovy man. Oh, that reminds me of Brady Bunch. I love the Brady Bunch, I really do. And their songs, they were so joyful. A lot of them were covers, but yeah. Hello there, haven't seen you for a while. I'm doing really well, Michelle. Haven't seen you for a little while. So how are you doing, my friend? Nice to see you here today. Let me know how you're doing and what you're up to. Just write your name down so that I always say Sorry if I'm wobbling you. I'm writing on my table. I always say that if you're in my chat, I'm going to write your name down purely because I support over 2,000 channels now. That's quite a lot, isn't it? So I prioritise people coming on my chats. That's the only way I can really order it, if you like. And then after that, I prioritise those that have left comments on my videos. Hi Diane, how are you? Yes, Diane and Michelle. I shouldn't really write on this table because it wobbles it. How are you doing, Diane? What are you up to? Because you don't have a channel. I want to know what you're up to. I was talking about the Brady Bunch. I've always said I feel like Jan because I was the middle girl of three girls. So I always felt like Jan. Yes, I was the black sheep of my family, always doing my thing. Oh dear. So yeah, I've always asked people if you were one of the Brady Bunch, which one would you be? Michelle's busy with work. Yeah, it's a busy season here, obviously, with homesteading. Our season's a lot earlier than some places. So I'm harvesting now. It is summer, start of summer here, but we're already harvesting. So some countries would harvest more towards their autumn, start of autumn. A lot of our crops are ready now. What am I harvesting? I've just done so many zucchinis and squashes. Mike couldn't believe how many I picked just yesterday. I was like, yes, go out with my knife. Who am I going to get today? What else have I harvested? First tomatoes today. I've actually just gone and picked before this for Mike's tea. Lettuce still going, but it's the end of the lettuce, so I've tried to plant some more. You stay busy. I certainly do. That's the only way I can keep fit and active, really, for me. If I have even a few hours of just say sitting, I seize up. I really do. I have to keep going. So for me, when sometimes people say to other people, rest, take it easy, for me, that's a big no-no. That's when I become ill. Hello, Katie. How are you today? I've just been on your channel. I hope you don't think with the tomato thing I was saying, oh no, do it like this. I always worry when I just kind of give a little tip or something. So I'm sure it's fine with you. We're good friends. But I just, after I put a comment, I'm like, oh, I hope that's not taken the wrong way. Hey, Bare Bones Living. Haven't seen you on here for a while. I'm just writing everyone down. As I say, I prioritise coming and watching your channels if you manage to make my live. I know not everyone can do that. So as I always say, go back if you're watching later and put a comment because that's the same as watching. Bare Bones. That's Amanda. I don't know if you all know Amanda. I don't know where I've met Bare Bones from. Was that from Black's Tropical? Can't remember. But that's Amanda. I'm assuming it's Amanda. Yes, it's Amanda. So anyone wants to know there. So make sure you all have a look at each other's channel. As I say, that's the main part of what I do YouTube for, is to meet people, make a community. And as I say, my channel's so diverse. I've got people from all different ways, not homesteading. That's not just what I do, whereas someone might have a homesteading follow and other people, but on the whole, whereas mine's all sorts of people doing all sorts of things. Yes, Amanda. Yes. No, I meant, was there someone else watching with you? Oh dear. Yeah, I always think if someone comes on, and I should know their name because I make this subscribers only. Will do. I'll check out everyone's channel. I sure have appreciated the support in the community. Yeah, I noticed a lot more seem to suddenly be going to your channel, so that's great. You seem to suddenly be everywhere, so yeah, really good. Those of you who know Blinda and Chuck, Chuck's just got a video out. I love his videos, they make me laugh. And he's actually got ant deterrent about ant bites, because in America you get those bitey ants. And he actually says to use I think he was showing the, oh, what do you call it there? Like the softener for clothes. I think that's what he was showing, like conditioner. I think that's what he was showing it. But I know the product's called Dawn. And I know there's washing up liquid and washing liquid, all sorts of stuff. And I put a comment on his channel and I said, why are you using me to deal with the ant bite? Oh dear, I do love him. He's fun. I did talk about him in, was it last week's live? I can't remember, but recently I've said about his channel. So do check that out. Let me check the actual full title. I always forget it's Blinder and Chuck, or Chuck and Blinder. I don't have it here right now. Perhaps it doesn't start with that. Oh, it's Life, isn't it? Life of, let me see. Let me just tell you what it is. Life with Blinder and Chuck. And I'll just put it in the chat down the bottom here because it is Blinder. Life with Blinder and Chuck. Life with Blinder and Chuck. Just checking it. Yep, Life with Blinder and Chuck. I do forget names of channels, particularly those who change their channel name. That really throws me. I mean, good example, Bare Bones Living. You're not going to forget that, are you? And it tells you what it is. Oh, hi there. Nanya Texas on the back 20. Haven't seen you for a while as well. Let me write it down. Where's my bit of paper? I moved it over here because I was wobbling you all around, wasn't I? Yeah, I've suddenly got people turning up that haven't been around for a little while on this one. So it's really nice to see. What was I saying? I was telling you what I've been. Oh, Michelle says Dawn dishwashing soap is all I use. It's really good. Yeah, Dawn works a treat. Dawn's very useful to have about. Dawn can help you in most circumstances. Dawn is the best soap. Oh, Dawn's just fabulous. Everyone needs a Dawn in their life. Oh dear. Yeah. It's really good. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. They don't sell it out here yet, but we get a lot of imported stuff. Obviously, being a tiny island, we do get quite a lot of imports. We seem to be getting, I think, for that kind of stuff, we get a lot of Spanish stuff. So, yeah, guys, in the chat, put either what your latest video is or a project coming up or something. So when people read the chat back, they might come to your channel. I love Dawn. Been missing this one. Oh, are you okay, Diane? Have you had problems or don't want to share? Yeah, I miss you. Actually, I think you popped in one. Oh, was you not well? I know that was around the time Anne was ill. So I might be mixing you up with Anne, but yeah. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well out there. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I think it was Anne because Anne had pneumonia. Garden. Oh, right. This is none of your texts on the back 20. Garden. Taters. Yeah, I was watching all that about the taters. I've been watching that. Really pulling taters. Yeah. So if you want to know all about your potatoes, that's where to go. Yeah, so I was saying what else I've harvested lately. As I say, lots of squash, zucchinis, all that type of thing's the main thing. Still got my really tall cucumber plants and loads of big yellow flowers on them. They are quite big actually, and been hand pollinating them like crazy. I'm just dying to get an actual cucumber. Last year I got to this stage and then the flowers all died off and that was it. This year I'm determined to get a cucumber. I must have about 6, 12, 13, 14, about 14 cucumber plants. So one must work, surely. The squash. Oh, thanks, Bare Bones. That's really nice. Thanks for saying that. That's really great. That's lovely to hear. Kelly and Tammy's Journeys here. Hello there. I've just been over to your channel just before I came on. How are you doing there? Where does Nanya? Oh, I was going to say, yeah, in Texas. I don't know areas in Texas. I could have just said Texas, but that's in the title. It's funny because I've said this before. People ask me with my title, where are you? Now, I've said this before. Apparently, there are places called Cyprus, but cypress, like the tree, in America. So I think people think I'm there, but I'm my own little island in the Eastern Mediterranean. And as I say, we're by Egypt. I have done a video a little while back saying where on earth am I, and it's all about Cyprus and explaining we're not a Greek island. Yeah, Kelly and Tammy's journey. Doing great, fixing to go on cruise tomorrow. Yes, I know you are. I know. That's so much fun. That's really nice. I've only been on 2 cruises. Just writing Kelly and Tammy down so I don't forget to go on your channel after watching this. I've only been on 2 cruises, and that was, let's say, since I married Mike, because they were both for my honeymoon to Mike. And it was sort of a double cruise, but it was 2 different ones. But one, I think there was a day between them. And we went to Rhodes, very beautiful roads. I do like islands, by the way, in case you grab that. I like islands. Every time I went on holiday, I like to go to an island. So we went to Rhodes, and that was really as a total chill out after the wedding. So we just asked the taxi driver just take us to the best beach, and we just chilled out there basically. And then I think we had a day between, and we came back to here because we moved into this house and just sort of played husband and wife, as in, we're married now and have a happy day of marriage in our house. And then we went to cruise to Egypt, and neither of us have been to Egypt before. Mike was quite interested in seeing the pyramids. It's not so far from here if you look on the map. And so that was like the touristy type holiday. Had I have known in those days how dangerous it was, I'm not sure I would have gone. They guarded the coaches, and it was okay. It wasn't like scary, but when you went to, obviously they took us to like the paper museum and different museums, archaeological museums and all that. And as you would go into a museum, round the front of the museum, they'd have like, what do you call it, like a riot shield, but a massive one. And there'd be like soldiers behind with rifles, guns, whatever you call them, and they'd be behind guarding the museum. And that was like every place we went to. And every time we got off the coach, it was an arranged thing. It wasn't that we went, it was an arranged sightseeing trip by the cruise. And every time we got off, we had armed guards with us. And there wasn't, I don't think there was any fighting there at that point, was there, Mike? It wasn't like we went there in the middle of a situation or something. But not long after we went there, there was a problem and they stopped tourism for a while. So perhaps they were aware something was going on. Let me just go back in the little chit chat. Let's see. Oh, there's quite a bit of chat. Oh, just going quite a way back. I don't think any of you were here when the chat wasn't working in one of my. Oh, Diane was. I remember because I remember saying hello to Diane, and they said I can't see you anymore with the chats. Let me see where we're up to. Oh, we're up to the potatoes. Bare Bones said hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Amanda. The squash. Cucumbers are weird this year, as in shapes or growing. I like vegetables that grow really funny shapes. I love that. Diane, huge squash this year. Kelly and Tammy's hello everyone. When Texas do you live? I was there. East Piney Woods, Northeast Piney Woods. That sounds beautiful. Isn't that a lovely name for a place? Diane saying hello. Bare Bones Living, Amanda says, all of my plants are just starting to grow. Yeah, I don't think I've been on your channel for a bit, actually. So it's lucky you're here, Amanda, because that's pushed my brain towards you. Michelle says, hello to Kelly and Tammy. They're quite new friends of mine. We haven't met that long, have we, Kelly and Tammy? So just getting to know you. That's from Jimmy's channel, isn't it? I know you. Must be from Jimmy's channel. Jimmy's so sweet. Diane has friends near Waco, Amarillo, and DFW. No idea what that is. DFW. Don't know that. When you text us, hiya neighbours, Kelly and Tammy. Oh, Bare Bones. Michelle. None you Texas. I just about 2 hours from DFW. DFW. Tell a non-American. DFW. Can I work that out? No, it's probably a place name that I don't know. I've only just got all your times sorted out. Oh, that's nice, Kelly and Tammy subscribing. Cruise to where? Oh, they love to tell you about their cruise. It's going to be great. They do lots of cruises, so go on their channel if you like looking at cruises. Why, thanks. Caribbean, it's the only place to go. I've spent most of my, I say holidays, I used to go for a month or more because I could with my job. Go on holiday then, not like these days you can work away and go holiday and work the days you couldn't. I used to take a month or more off, 2 months, sometimes 2.5 months, and Caribbean mostly was where I like to go. Again, as I say, islands. Cuba was one of my favourite places. If you like palm trees and that kind of thing, Cuba was fabulous. And I know you can't say lifestyle because of how it is, but I like the system as in everything was free there. So any entertainment, football matches, concerts, obviously because the way it is there, but it's all free. And if you had a car, you were expected, as you drove along a road, someone puts their thumb out, you were expected to pick them up and take them. And yeah, so I kind of like that. It was actually a good work ethic there as well. They actually treat their workers really well, in my opinion. Entertain them while they're working. Really good. I enjoyed that. And another place I actually quite liked was Margarita Island. Now, not many people know that it's kind of near the coast of where you'd go to Venezuela. It wasn't on that land, it was across, so you could fly there. It was a day trip to fly there and go and see like the I think it's the biggest waterfall in Venezuela, I think. But Margarita Island is, as I say, a day's plane ride almost away from there. But Margarita Island was very different. I was just looking for names of islands and going, I'll go there. But yeah, Caribbean. I was looking to move somewhere. I was thinking, I love the Caribbean, shall go there. But as I said to Mike, it's beautiful. Is there enough to do there? And I wasn't sure that if you want to just retire and not do anything much, yeah. But and Mike wanted a bit more buzz as well, I think, really. Here we go. Thank you, Diane. DFW, 2 cities, Dallas and Fort Worth. Thank you very much. I'm always learning. Please teach me things. And as I say, things to particularly the Americans, that these everyday foods or things like that. No idea. So I love to learn. I love to learn things. So anything anyone can teach me, whether it's ideas or gardening tips or whatever, or history or that kind of thing. Always learning. Nanny, Texas, DFW is like 50 cities, bunch of little ones in there, right? As I say, non-Americans don't really know little place names as much as you probably don't know a lot of smaller English places. I don't know. We just don't name them in the mix. Right, get it now. Right, so it's kind of this region. Let's say region. Lived there 10 years. Lived, I got that. It helps when I can't read properly anymore. I read it the right way. Hey, Blue's in the house. Literally, Blue's in the new house. Blue, I'm so pleased for you. I looked at your video, your extra cost one. I think that was probably posted today. I don't know. Just catching up. And yeah, you look so well. I can't say that because I know if I look well, it doesn't mean anything. But you look so happy. I know you've got a hell of a lot of work to do and things to sort out. You just looked amazing. So really pleased for you there. Yes, always learning. Yeah. I keep trying to look for different crafts, not just crafts, just different pastimes. Just looking for different things. I'd love to have time to do it. That's my only downside of YouTube. It's taking up a lot of time, but I'm happy to do that because I'm meeting so many amazing people. I love seeing how different everyone does things. Yeah, I said this on, I think, my last live. When I ask for tips, I ask for many tips, and people do things so many different ways. It all works for different people, different ways. I'll grab all that information, maybe try out several. If you watch my videos, you'll see I often make comparisons of growing things in different ways and the results. So I'll either try them all, adapt them all, or put it all in the mix, sort of mix it all together and use it, or just throw some bits out there. But always grateful to hear things. That's why I say sometimes I go on someone's channel and say, oh, I do it like this. And then I feel like I hate typing because you can take things the wrong way, can't you? As if, oh, no, this is the way. Never. Everyone does things their own way. And as I say, your different regions or soil or whatever we do. Hello, Vineyard Chicks. Who have I got in here? You've actually made it. I know you keep saying you want to be in here. I hope little Bunky's there. I know you can't have favourites, but Bunky was how I got onto your channel. So we have to support the Bunky. Oh dear. So yeah, which of the three girls are on? Blue says, thanks, Han. It's awesome. Really happy, just exhausted. Are you nearer your sister now? I want to know. Are you nearer your sister? It sounds like you're in a great location for everything you need. So if you've just come on more recently into this chat, put something about what's coming up on your videos or what your next project is, something that will make someone in the chat or looking back later go, oh, I'm interested in that. Because sometimes channels don't really give you a clue what they're about. So just put, I'm a crafting channel or whatever you are. I'm off. You stay safe out there. Thanks very much for coming. I really appreciate that. Oh, bare bones. Amanda says, I think I've subbed to everyone in here now. That's really cool, Amanda. That's really great. That's lovely. So I always do show you what I'm reading. I'm still on the same book, guys, but I will show it for those who haven't seen. I'm on the fourth book of This Is Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So I'm still on this one, really, because the garden keeps calling me. My grown-up bookmark. The garden keeps calling me, so not so much time. And the evenings when I might have a little read, I've been collecting my what they call cauliflower seeds, which you've probably seen the video, and I'm still collecting them. Hence why I show collecting the broccoli seeds, how to actually do it, because it's the same, because I'm actually still working on the cauliflower seeds. And something traumatic happened there, but that will be in an upcoming video, so watch out for that. And the other thing I do is show you my current project, whatever I'm doing on that. But nothing's changed on that. I haven't actually even got it here to show you, but you would have seen the past lives, what I'm working on. So if I can't show you progress. I'm going to show you something else I made. With this, I'm actually still working on, because I find if I get a new project, sometimes I get excited to start that, and I'm actually desperate to start another project. I'm like, no, you've got to finish that garden cross stitch. Well, this is what I'm supposed to was making. But as you know, I ran a stage school, and I wanted to do it with the uniform colours. So, you know me, I like to adapt things. It's not finished. It's nearly there. It's coming along. So that's my cross stitch. And that will be going somewhere special when I've finished. You'll see that. And then says that's cute. Vineyard chicks, that's cute. Lou, that's great. Hello, Miss Pam. Hello, Miss Pam. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I asked Blue about where the sister lives. No, my sister still lives about 4 hours away. We've only moved 1 mile from where we were. Oh, you can't have everything, can you? And as you say, it's a trip out when you go and visit each other anyway. Oh, never mind. Never mind. You've got good things there. Now, we were talking on Monday. I showed about a theme park called Flambards in Cornwall in England, and I got to talking about a place that's now called Chessington World of Adventures in Surrey, which is south of London, for those who don't know. And I was saying about when I went as a child, there weren't fairground rides. There was just a really huge slide, a carousel with the horses that go up and down, and the swings where you sit in them and they swing out. And as I was putting the Flambards leaflet away that I had out to show you on Monday, I actually found that this isn't one of the original ones. This is probably from where I was about age 10, something like that. See you, Amanda. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. I found this. Now it says 10p, so it's not old English money. So that's why I say maybe I was 10, something like that. And you'll see it was all about animals. It was a zoo in those days. And there's this building here that at the time was private. It's called the Burnt Stub. And I don't think you could hire it out then in those days. Just says the mansion has a long and interesting history. First built in 1348 and became a Cavalier stronghold in the Civil War, and was burnt to the ground after a siege by Cromwell's forces. Rebuilt after the Restoration, it was renamed the Burnt Stub and has continued to be known by this name. In 1999, the mansion suffered severe damage from fire but was instantly restored. Special points of interest are the panelling, the ceiling in the restaurant. So there's was a restaurant there, and the 14th century Italian overmantel in the large hall. So yeah, I believe now, possibly, Blue might know, it's possibly changed into accommodation for the adventure theme park now, possibly. I know in my day it kept changing, whereas in England you could rent it out, and they did medieval events there. I don't know, so I can't tell you right now. But as I say, it was a proper zoo. It was massive. And the last time I went there, even though it's a big theme park now, I went round and tried to find the old original parts. Like there was a wishing chair, a big stone chair, and big pond of fish, and the old rocket, Stevenson's rocket train went round the back. A model village, all nighttime model villages. It was really something. So pretty. Ah. So yeah, as I say, it was a proper zoo. Like massive. Cromwell was really a very naughty boy. You make me laugh, Pam, you really do. So yeah. Do you know of it, Pam? It is pretty big, one of the biggest theme parks in England now. So I'm assuming you know it. Oh, there it goes, Stevenson's Rocket. Oh, look, the big slide still exists. And that was big. It wasn't like a chute type thing, but it was really tall. Really tall. An adult couldn't like stand and reach the top of it. Oh yeah, you know I like to share old things. That's why I'm here, old thing. Oh look, old adverts. Now this is another love of mine. Old adverts, particularly from the 70s or Victorian times. Lines made. Does that still exist, Blue? Lines made. Ice creams. It's about the animals. Yeah, more animals. Let's just look at the adverts. Nothing there. The advertising adverts. Nothing of relevance there. Oh, match the animals' heads to the animals' paws. That's fun. Oh dear. Yeah, more animals. As I say, a proper one. Oh, they used to next door, as in outside. They used to do massive acres of selling tents, only tents, not caravans. That's pretty cool. Oh, funny I said that. It's on here. I'll show you the animal ones first. There's the animals. Look, the tents. See, I remembered that. I remembered that. That's an advert. Just local adverts. Away day. That's the trains. That was the trains in England. You used to be able to pay a really cheap price for like one ticket for like a whole day. And sometimes Chessington used to be able to, if you came on the train, you got a discount going in. There's the model village and Stevenson's rocket train. I like model villages. Oh, it's now advertised as haunted hotel and you can stay there. Ah, because of Cromwell. I expect someone dresses up as Cromwell. Oh, and this is another thing. Blue will probably remember our whites. Now that's like hot fizzy drinks, whatever you call it. It was lemonade. Our whites lemonade. Secret lemonade drinker. Our whites. Our whites. And it was a man sneaking in the middle of the night going downstairs in his pajamas. And he got all the way downstairs, opened the fridge up, got the R White's lemonade out, all quiet, not to wake anyone up, to sneakily drink it. And as he undid the bottle top, it went shh, and everyone heard it. Lemonade, yeah, lemonade. So that's that. And in here, I also have, hope I'm not boring you with my reminiscing. This is a later one. And this was the logo for, since I could ever remember, the little chimp was always the logo. I wonder what their logo is now. A bit more about the burnt stub. Now here we go. Look, we're starting to get rides now. That's the carousel. That was always there. A big wheel. That wasn't there originally. These, yeah, I remember these. I think they probably went a long time ago. It's nice to see the history of it evolving. When you used to go in, you used to get a colouring book. I wish I had one of those, and it's you coloured in everything that was there. And it was, I remember Punch and Judy, feeding times. See if there's any actual pictures. Oh, they still had Model Village at this point. I think that changed to the petting zoo, if I remember rightly. They kept a few bits and it changed to the petting zoo. Used to be awesome, but now it's loaded with aspartame. Don't know what aspartame is. What's aspartame? Oh, they've still got the tents next door. Ah, yes, they had a circus because I went to stage school and my sister's a lot older than me, and in her class was a girl that was no good at dancing, but she was awesome at acrobatics, and she got a job there in the circus at Chessington, and she had to do like contortionism and all that sort of thing. Oh yeah, to see if there's any good adverts in here. No. And then there's one more. Sorry if I'm boring you, but I'm enjoying looking. It's me of the worst sweeteners. You can blame Jamie Oliver for that. Don't talk to me about Jamie Oliver. It's upside down, yeah. They looked upside down. Now look, it's Chessington World of Adventures, and this is probably the last time I went there. It was before I was leaving England. So I think I picked up a leaflet, and my friends were working there as in entertainment. So you can see I did like this. I think it was called the Vampire Ride. Is that it? Yes. Is that it? Yes, Vampire Bat Ride. I did like that. This was okay, these water plume type things. This was a bit, literally felt like you were coming off the rails. So yeah, I've got a big map of that. Oh, Market Square they started doing, because we know these days it's all about buying souvenirs and merch. That's how they make the money. So there's that. So yeah, there's the Vampire Bat Ride. I don't think that's there now. Someone told me they didn't think that was there anymore. So yeah, there's not really a lot of pictures. There's a big map of it. So I will study that later. As I say, I went there and I was finding remnants of all the old bits. So that was fun. Anyway, the bit you're all here for is obviously my joke section. So let's get right on with those jokes. Lenny says, every time I go to bed, I'm afraid that there's something underneath it. His psychiatrist says, I'll cure you of that for only €200. Come next Monday for the next 2 weeks. 6 months later, the psychiatrist saw Lenny in the street, and he said to him, why didn't you ever come back and see me? And Lenny says, I told my friend all about it, and he said he would cure me for only €100. And the psychiatrist said, what did he do? And Lenny says, well, he just took the legs off the bed, so now there's nothing under it. Question. What has a bottom at the top? What has a bottom at the top? I'll give you a minute to think of that one. What has a bottom at the top? What has a bottom at the top? It's funny, when I ask things like this, I have to remember there's a delay. I forget how many seconds. I'm quite a lot ahead of you because I've set mine to be ahead, so I've got time to, if something pops up in the chat, I can get rid of it. I'm quite a bit ahead of you, so I ask and then I sit there and I'm like, you'll get this bit. And the day I was having problems with it, Mike was next door when I had no chat, and he would try to sort it out, and he was way behind. So that's why the chat wasn't really helpful as well for me. Oh dear. So what has a bottom at the top? Your leg. Your leg. Another joke for you. Adults are always asking the little kids, what do you want to be when you're older? Is that because the adults are needing some ideas? I've actually asked all three girls in Vineyard Chicks what they want to be when they grow up. I'm always asking them questions, aren't I, girls? I've always got a question. Another joke for you. There are three kinds of people. Those who can count, those who can't, get it? There are three kinds of people. Those who can count, those who can't. Do you want another joke? I'll do two more. Did you know you have enough bones in your body to make a whole skeleton? I laugh at my own jokes. Oh dear. Last joke for today. Mike's going, yay, because this is what I'm like all the time, aren't I, Mike? But I don't mean to make jokes. Hey, Della! Della's in the house. Lou says, you'd want to hope so, that you've got enough bones in your body to make a whole skeleton. Yeah, it's fun in this house, I must say. This is normal life. So, last joke of the day. Come back on Monday, same time, if you want more jokes. Fact. It's possible to lead a cow upstairs, but impossible to lead it downstairs. If you don't believe me, try it. And that is an actual fact. Oh, look, Vineyard Chick's laughing at my jokes. Should I do some more? Like saying that, oh, Jimmy's in town. Hello, Jimmy, how you doing? I feel like I should do a couple more jokes. Oh dear, okay. Give me a moment because I do have to make sure they're quite appropriate. Not that they're rude, but some of them not offensive either, but you know. Stopping quickly. Jokes. Let's see, I have to find a sheet I haven't done for you yet. Oh, we did that page the other day, done that page the other day. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Another joke, just because special demand. This is because Vineyard Chicks finally made it to alive. What did the pickle say when he What did the pickle say when he won a race? This is a big deal. Why did the invisible man turn down the offer of a job? Well, he just couldn't see himself doing it. One more. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Bah, bah. There should be a joke rating emoji, shouldn't there? Oh, Vineyard Chicks, look, they're all laughing, all of them. Either that or just one girl's got hysteria. Oh dear, thanks for that. I like that. Yeah, so those three extra were for you three girls. I thought do three jokes, one for you all. So as I say, come back Monday, same time. you don't know when my lives start, Monday and Wednesday, same time, in the description under here, along with my other channel, if you haven't found that yet. And I was telling Jimmy this morning, the other channel only posts once a week, every Wednesday, whereas this channel I'm now posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because I've got so much going on. I need to keep up to date with you all. And I said to Jimmy, the one I posted last week on my other channel, obviously as I'm posting today's one on that channel, I saw the one before and it had 4.4k views. Wow, that's amazing. Funky! Funky! Oh, Funky. I love you all girls, but you know, I've got a little soft spot for Funky because she was the one who told me she was part of your channel. It never twigged. I'd seen your channel before, but it just never twigged. So yeah, that's fantastic. Now you want to know what that video was? Go and have a look. Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. It's down below. So it wasn't anything special, and that's the funny thing. It was just slightly edited. It was one bit of filming, slightly edited. No work, no hassle. And the ones that take me absolutely ages to make. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, my next video I'm posting on this channel is one I've spoken about before. I'm finally posting it what day are we on now? Wednesday, so it'll be Friday, and it's funny, and it's called something like Behind the Scenes Filming Wildlife. And there is proper filming of me filming wildlife, but it's funny. It's a bit of a skit about how I film. So be sure to watch that one. Let's get that up to so many K. And that did take a long time. It involved me climbing trees, you know. And it was filmed before I had my coma, so I'm still not up for climbing trees. I kept mentioning it. Signed on to my other channel. Great stuff. Absolutely great. I had Tammy and Tammy and partner just now. Oh, I'm awful. I'm really bad. Tammy and partner just now in here talk about their cruise. Bless them. They're going to have a lovely time. So what have I got to talk to you about? Okay, let's update on the whole YouTube monetization thing. Very short story. Cyprus couldn't be monetized. I worked and worked and worked to get Cyprus monetized. Then there was issues because I only have a P.O Box and they won't monetize to a P.O Box. There is nothing else for miles around, any street names or anything like that. I don't have any utility bills because I'm totally off grid. Long story. I kept fighting every step of the way. I've fought for a long time. And in Cyprus, it says now that you only need 70 euros to get a payout. Well, I've got a payout and it should have been for, let me just get my notes so I can tell you completely correct. Because I'm open and honest. And as I say, I help people that have been monetized and don't know what to do. Because if I can deal with this whole situation, I know the easy route and what should be happening. So it said I had super chat of 20 euro, super chat of 10 euro. Up to the 31st of March, I've made 73 euros 6 cents. So that should be a payout because it has to be over 70. Up to the end of April, 78 euros. So again, that should be a payout. And also it said for this month, because it wasn't quite the date when I was looking, I had about 64 euros. So I thought, oh, by the end of the month, I'll probably make that 70 again. So we're talking, add it all up, 78, 73 and 30. So all that added up should be coming to me. I know they take money and they've said the maximum they take is 30%. So add all that up, that should be my first payment. And I bought myself something with that being told I was definitely getting the money. All they've sent me out, all of that is 60 euros. And they say all that's left now in the pot is €4.94. Now, I'm not the greatest at numbers anymore. Mike's looked at it. There's no way even 30% that is all of that together with 30% taken off. So I've sent them a message today and just basically asked for a breakdown, and saying that you said that I get the money after like 70 increments of €70. I've done that at least twice, if not 3 times by the end of this month. Have you not included the super chat, which I know, again, I've done that on my other channel about how you get that. Is that not included anymore? If not, how do I get that? I know they take, I think, 30% from that as well. I need it broken down, and I followed all their rules and regulations. So I just want it broken down to explain, and then I'll come back to you and tell you what they've said. They need to say, because I said I need it for my own records to understand what they're saying. This is the proper sheet they send me. It's not just when you look on your channel how much money you've made. It's not that. It's a proper like balance sheet of this is what you're getting. So it's suddenly gone from 73, 78 and €30 all added together, plus the 64 I've already made so far on this month, and out of all that I've only got €60. Something's not right. So I'm hoping they will get back to me soon. I want to update everyone because I've said I'm open and honest, and I do help other people with monetization and other things of YouTube. As I say, I know how to fight everything and get right. So we'll see where we go. Pam says 30% is a lot. Well, that's their way, because I'm lucky to be monetized, because Cyprus shouldn't be monetized because of the North, but we won't go into that. Twitch is more, though. They take 50%. Wow. And won't pay you to 100. Yeah, I believe in America, Pam, they have to have $100 before they get paid out. But it definitely said Cyprus was €70. I thought I was going to have trouble then having the money paid into my bank account, because obviously my bank account is, my address is my P.O Box, which I wouldn't accept. We won't go into how I got around that one, but I did. I did. I think what it was it'd been accepted because you get a PIN number. I don't know if any of you are monetized. Jimmy is, I know, but I don't know anyone else. I expect any odd chicks is a big channel, I think. You get a PIN number, first of all, to be accepted to have payment. And with that, they didn't accept the P.O Box. That's the only way I can get mail, even though it's an hour away to get my mail. But in the end, I fought then, and I got that accepted. But then when they actually were paying me out, they said, no PIN number. Now, sorry, no P.O Box. But I'm thinking that's the American tax form, because I had to fill out an American tax form, which I don't earn anything. YouTube is my only income. So that's why, and as I say, I bought myself something, which you'll see in a video coming up, what I bought out of it. And thank goodness I got it in the sale. And now my freezer I want to buy, which I was going to get as well. Oh, I can't get that now. I can't get the freezer. So I've got all these vegetables I've run all like ready, and no freezer. I've got a fridge freezer, but as I've explained it, they look big, don't they, fridge freezers? But by the time you open the door and the drawer and all that, there's not a lot of room. So that's only for house use, if you like. But all the food prep, I was going to buy a small chest freezer, like an upright where you open the front door, but you know, one that opens from the top, but a sort of squarey tall one like that. And that was annoying as well, because when Kathy sent me some money towards buying it last year, and I didn't quite have enough with what I had at that point, with other donations I put with it, and it was €130 in their sale. And I thought, and I couldn't quite get it, and I don't want to go into debt, because just in case something happens, we're both old. And so I didn't get it then. Now in the sale, this is how much it's gone up in a year. It's 170, might be 173 in the sale for the same one. And I've really looked around everywhere. This is the cheapest place. It's the same place. It was 130. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that. But hey, I bought myself something else you'll see in the video. Blue. Yeah, out of a £5 subscription. Oh, you have to pay a subscription, do you? On Twitch, you get 125. Really naughty. Oh, Vineyard Chicks, hit that like button. Oh, you're adorable. I hope someday you can all come out here and I can hug everybody that is on my channel. I do work away here. If you don't know that, it's an actual site, and I do link it under some of my videos. And it's an actual site where I don't think you pay much to join it. It's not a lot. And you go on and you look for host. I'm a host. And then what you do for my hosting, what I offer here is you get free accommodation and you work helping on in the garden for 3 hours every morning, only Monday to Friday. And the rest of the time is yours. And I give you free accommodation. So you stay on my land in a proper building. And you come, so it's like a free accommodation holiday, if you like. You just do 3 hours in the garden each morning, and we don't feed you or anything, because obviously that wouldn't be fair to our Airbnb guests who pay to stay, and we don't feed them either. So I wouldn't start feeding workaways. Plus, as I say, you're free to go out then. Other workaway hosts, they actually feed you, but you can't really go out and about because you're staying for lunch and then you're staying for the evening meal. Then you have to wash up and clear up if they have multiple people coming. I just have one booking of workaway at a time. So let's say you're a husband and wife, then that's it. I don't have any others. So it's not like a community thing here. But I do that. If families want to squeeze in one and all help out, like Vineyard Chicks, that's great. And it's my way of meeting people that perhaps can only afford the flight to come and bits of food. We provide cooking areas and toilet and shower and all that. Like Wolf, it's exactly like Wolf. But Wolf was a bit more of a con. I tried to be a host on Wolf, and with Wolf, they say you must feed them. Now, workaway, if you work for 3 hours or less, we call it work, volunteering. But if you do the work for 3 hours or less, you don't have to be fed, because obviously it's not counterproductive. Wolf says you must feed them. So I explained, well, my home life situation, I eat what I grow. I can't afford to grow for everyone else that's coming to help out as well. I can't feed a family on what I grow. I feed us for the year. And they said, oh, that's okay. Just put, you do feed them. And then when they turn up, explain your circumstances. Don't worry about it. I'm not doing that. And I don't know if anyone knows Wolf as well. When you go on their site, they all say all sorts of things, and there's always complaints on YouTube and other social media that when they got there, things weren't as it said. So I kind of walked away from that. I liked the idea of Wolf. It was more agricultural, rural, farmy, those sort of things. Whereas Workaway isn't. You don't have to have a garden or homestead. It could be like, let's say Pam, for an example, she might have needed help moving house. So she could have contacted a workaway person and they would have come even for the day. Even for the day. They do suggest you provide somewhere for people to sleep if it's an ongoing project. But with that, some would offer a shack or a shed. No. I think if you're going on there, I've done videos on my site before, on this site, so you can see more about Workaway. I've done every time we have guests, I've filmed them. I do put that as my criteria, that now they have to be filmed if they're coming, because it helps me, helps them. You do have that. You do have Workaway. It's worldwide and it costs nothing to join, as in being a host. So I pay nothing to join. The only downside I would say, but with anything these days, people say, can I come? Blah, blah, blah. This is the dates I want. Blah, blah. Cool. Yes, you can come. Don't turn up. So I asked, you know me, I go onto all these sites and say, do this, and why aren't you doing that, and allow this. And I put, can you have a place where if people don't turn up, you can actually say they didn't turn up and didn't contact me and say they weren't coming. Because as I say, I can only offer one booking at a time. So whether it's a single traveller, a couple coming, I'm only doing one at a time. And we actually have 2 interns supposedly coming soon on the 2nd of June. And they said, could they stay until the 29th of September? So I said, this is perfectly fine. I've done internships before, so I know what I've got to do with those. I've got to provide certain criteria for them to learn and whatever. So I put that's fine, but if you're not coming, can you let me know, because that's a big chunk where I can't offer anyone else to come out. Haven't heard from them. Now we're on the 25th of May, so next week, basically. I'm not saying they're not coming. They don't have the actual location, i.e. how to get here, and we actually send pictorial directions. As I say, there's no road names, it's open land. It's like driving through loads of fields where you're going. There's nothing to show you where to go. So they're going to need that. Now I said to I'll contact them. He said, well, no, because they've just gone work away, they didn't show, or else they've lost nothing from not saying they're coming. But we also have workaways coming on the 5th of June. That these are the ones who are definitely coming, and they're the ones that have asked me to find them a property in Cyprus or land or whatever, similar to what I would have. So I'm like a relocator. I'm really enjoying that, and I found them properties for them to look at. So yeah, I've actually figured out if the interns do come, we've actually put them somewhere else, and it's fine. It's fine where they've gone, but let's say downgraded, because we've got something really nice now for workaways. So I've downgraded them, and it's fine. It's lovely. It's better than many workaway places. But then it's, well, you didn't contact me, didn't know if you were coming or not, and I couldn't not have somebody until the end of September. So I have an overflow, let's say, area now. But you'll see it's all coming up on my channel, all the locations and what we're doing. But yeah, as I say, it's not just for homesteading, gardening. My sister needed help painting and fitting the kitchen, so she just provided them. You can say if you offer food or not food, but be aware if you do offer food, you've got to give them special dietary requirements and that. So I just don't want to get into that anyway. So yeah, and as I say, if you're not cooking for them or they're helping you cook, they're free to go out and about as much as they like, but they have cooking facilities here. So yeah, I'm really pleased with Workaway. As I say, I did say to the site, you need something there. They just don't turn up. I get what they're doing. A lot of them probably say, we're coming to Cyprus, and they make sure they got somewhere by asking 10 or so people, but they don't go back then and say sorry. Or they're sometimes waiting, let's say I don't feed them but someone else is offering food, and they think, oh, that's a better one. So but they haven't heard back from them yet, so they kind of keep their options open. But that's not fair when that's like me saying on the other side, I'll accept 10 people to come. Oh, sorry, now you can't come. I've got enough people. So, yeah, I think we need to be fair on that a little bit more. But that's the only downside as a host. As I say, you put a whole criteria of a host, what you can use, what you can't use, anything like that. And then you do get the odd one, not workaways, but the Airbnbs can't use our kitchen, there's no washing machine available, these kind of things. And then they say, oh, but can we use your washing machine? Well, why would you say no use of washing machine? Oh yeah, sure, you can use the washing machine. So glitter bombs. Glitter bombs. Glitter bombs. Thanks for joining me. How you doing? I feel like I've seen you all day today now. Oh dear. Thank you. What, for the glitter bombs? My glitter bombs are UV because I love the violet, ultraviolet UVs. Jimmy's there. Glitter bombs. I can, yeah, doing the glitter bombs. You can see who actually watches your channel, can't you? Yeah, so that's a little bit about that. As I say, the Airbnb, or you'll say the Airbnbs, I would say, are more awkward. And the Airbnb sites say only talk to them via the Airbnb stream, if you like. Don't do it privately. And they all say, oh, could you actually contact me privately? So that's a red flag. Don't have Airbnb guess that their icon isn't them. Stress the fact when they're booking, yeah, it's your icon. I can see what you look like. I'll know when you come. Because if the person coming isn't the icon picture, you're not to accept them. It's quite good. It's very safe. And that's why I don't like when people diss Airbnb, because they obviously haven't followed the procedures. What else for Airbnb to watch out? Oh, Airbnb say when you put your profile up, we don't accept children, or we don't accept teenagers, or no pets, all these things. If someone suddenly comes in and says, oh, but could you actually squeeze another child in, that kind of thing, say no, because there must be some reason you'd already decided no. So why would you now change your mind and say, oh, okay then? So you get a lot of people kind of want that. We also say to turn up, I forget by what time, but it's a certain time before it gets dark. Let's say 7, I'm not sure what it is top of my head. And obviously we're rural, there's no street lights for miles around. So if they're coming following pictorial maps of no landmarks in the dark with no street lights, they're bound to go a bit wrong. So we say come by whatever time we'd said, and then we often get a message, oh, we're here all day, but we've decided now we're going for an evening meal before coming up to you. We're like, well, you won't find the way. Oh, we'll be fine. And then we get a call, we don't know where we are. Now, I don't drive. So if I was on my own, there would be a massive problem. But the times Mike's driven to try and find people that can't explain where they are. Because another thing we do, I think it's like Google Maps, and we pinpoint, not Google Maps, what is it, Mike? Is Google Maps, where you put certain reference point numbers. And we say, follow the pictures and follow these numbers, and do not divert from that, because all of a sudden on Google Maps, if you suddenly go, oh, right, from there, we'll just jump and go to that one, it sends you down a ravine. Not that we're on an edge, but it sends you somewhere completely random, as you probably all know from Google Maps. And then sometimes people go, we can't find you, we've got lost. I'm like, did you follow? Yes. Did you jump? Oh, yes. So if you say something, it's there's a reason. What part of Cyprus do you live? South Cyprus. We're pretty near the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, but we're up on a mountainside, so we can see the sea. If you look at a lot of my videos, you'll see quite recently, every now and then, I change my intro randomly. There is one bit where you see a big map from the sky, from an airplane, and that is my area. But what looks like roads isn't roads, because I see that now and I go, oh, that looks like roads. It's not roads. And the bit right near my house that goes kind of like a big curve, that's actually our driveway. It's a track. It's there. It's ours. It's not like a road goes past our house. And I think there's an intro I've got that I've used recently, and I've got my house, and you can see it looks like it's sunken down, but it's because we've got mountains going up behind us, and we're on a mountain, and then the sea. So yeah, we're on the south. And if you look at my video, it's quite a few back, but it's called Where on Earth Am I? and that actually shows more where I actually am on the map of Cyprus. So I'm actually the south, but we're at the what side are we, Mike? West or east? I get mixed up now. Yeah, west or east more. Right, he's saying in the middle. We're down the bottom. We're not in the middle of Cyprus. We're at the bottom. Hey, Tom Girl City! I went and watched another one of your videos because I'm interested in people tell their story. I think I watched two. I watched your very first one where you say about you've got ginger hair, red hair. I love that colour hair. As you can see, mine's a little bit. If you watch some of my videos where I'm gardening and got my head down, if the sunlight comes right on my head, it looks vibrant. It's not like that. It's just the light picks out the colour. We've got Jimmy's gang in now. Hope you're hitting that like button. Oh dear. Yeah, I like my lives. I always do one, Tom Girl and Painting with Squirrels, if you don't know, every Monday and every Wednesday. The start times in the description below. Oh, that's all right. I saw your prank one, part 1 and part 2, but I didn't realise it was part 1 and part 2, and I'd seen part 2 before part 1. Okay, Jimmy, bye. Thanks for popping in. Hug to Molly. Yeah, so I do every Monday and every Wednesday. This is the chat one on a Wednesday. The Monday one is jokes, but also segments. I'll do a little bit about chit-chatting about certain segments. So some people prefer that, some just like the chit-chat. But this is one I connect a little bit more with you guys. So if there's anything you want to know about me, this is a good opportunity. Oh dear. And it's where I get to know you as well. So if you've got a video about to come out or you're working on a video, put that in the chat here. And as I always say, other people in the chat will see it. And if not, people watching back later, because I get a lot more watching back later than that are not able to watch it now. So they'll see your chat. So put either a little bit about what your channel is about, or something you've got a video on, or something like that. So this is your opportunity to build your channel. I'm trying to help Tom Girl City at the moment because I see you are quite new. You don't have that many subscribers. So you may well see me come on your channel with one of my other channels. And then if you just sub back to that, that would be cool. And then you get extra watches then on that one as well. My day's fine. It's actually 6:45 at night here in Cyprus. It's 6:45 at night, which if any of you do lives, it's sometimes quite awkward for me to watch them unless they're sort of your early mornings. Tell me a bit more about yourselves, guys, where you're actually from, because both of Tom Girl City and Painting with Squirrels, I've not watched very many of yours because you're both quite new to me from Jimmy's channel. So I haven't watched everything of everything yet. I know Painting with Squirrels has just started doing lives. Tom Girl City, a live could be good for you. You get some watch hours from that. I never did lives until after I was monetized. I never thought about building up hours like that at all. So, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, your mum, Tom Girl City, sounds really nice from that video. Really like loving and caring for you. So it sounds like you probably get on really well, which is really nice. You love basketball. Now, I'm from England and you don't really have basketball there, particularly when I was the age of high school. But they tried basketball with us. I didn't really learn all the rules and that properly, but I think I would have liked that. I think I would like basketball. We kind of did learn, as I say, the rules and all that, but they built a basketball indoor. Well, you do play outdoors as well, don't you? But they built an indoor like gym basketball thing, and we started playing it, but I don't remember learning particular rules or anything of it, so I've got no idea. But yeah, I think that's quite fun. I went to an all-girls school, so we really played netball. Do you know netball? Netball, yeah, I think netball's in the Olympics now, I believe. But netball's more an all-girls school plays. We did trampolining, hockey. I was lethal in hockey. I caused some injuries in hockey. Um, when we got to the 5th year, which is the year after that you can leave senior school, we called it 5th year. You can leave them, but you normally stay on for a 6th year and then upper 6th if you want to do higher grades. And we were allowed to go out and do a sport. And we went ice skating. We used to get the school bus, not like the American school buses, it was a bus the actual school had. And they took us to Streatham, which was a long way from our school. And that's like higher into London. And we were like South London, the school. It took us higher towards London. And we did ice skating. I hated that, and I was a ballet dancer, and ballet dancers aren't supposed to do ice skating. It's really bad for a different posture and the ankles, and it's really bad. They don't like ballet dancers doing that. And I wasn't keen on it, but it got me out of school for the whole afternoon. No, Tom Girl City says, I love it, paint. I love to sleep. We know about your sleeping. We heard about that with Jimmy. Painting's awesome. Yeah. Have you looked at painting with squirrels? I saw a mountain picture. That was rather nice. I'll have to share some of my paintings. I'm not really good at it, but I don't know if you know, I have brain damage, and part of a club that I went to once a week, they used to bring people in to give you massage and therapy and learn crafts. I made this there, made my coaster that my drink's on, like tile coaster thing, made that there. And there was a guy came in, a professional artist that was retired, and he taught us how to paint. And I learned how to do rocks and in the sea with like waves, the wash of waves. I'll try and grab that, maybe show you next time that. So that was quite handy. As I say, I'm no artist. I love to do crafts and that, but I'm not brilliant. I'm not one of these craft people. As I say, I showed at the beginning one of my cross stitch. I'm not too bad at that. This is one I was doing. I don't know if you at the beginning. I always show a cross stitch or a craft or something at the beginning. So yeah. Yeah, we should do a you could do that on your channel, either of you two. Do a like challenging type thing, show your craft or show a painting. Or you could say painting with squirrels could say, for example, everyone paint a mountain and then you show them, go do show all the pictures. And Tom Girl City, maybe you could do a sport thing, do sending a picture of you doing your favourite sport, something like that. Just draws people in a little bit. Yeah, so something like that's pretty cool. Just think of ways of bringing people into your channel. As I say, when I get to know more about newer channels, I learn more about you, and then I talk about you in other things. Like today I was talking about life with Linda and Chuck, life with Chuck and Linda. I don't know which way around people's names are. Anyway, them. So I do mention you if you stick to my channel, and if you watch a video, make sure you put a comment in there, because like I say, I prioritise people come in my chat first, then I prioritise people who watch it back later and leave a comment, and then I prioritise going onto a channel where people just leave comments on my videos. So if you want me, you know where to find me, because as I say, I'm with over 2,000 channels now, and I do watch them all at some point. But as I say, I'm now having to prioritise because I'm putting videos out more all the time as well. So it's now 7 o'clock at night. I need to go and get some dinner. I really appreciate you for coming in, and I come on Jimmy's as much as I can. Yeah. Oh, that was something else I was thinking while I was watching your video today, Tomville City. You've got loads of posters all round. Maybe go around and show us all the posters and explain about them, and don't forget some people might not know who people are if they're sort of famous people, might not necessarily, and say why you've got them and why you like them. Don't do them all in one go. Do maybe a little series of those, because I'd be interested what they are. I was looking around trying to see who they all were and everything. So I give you ideas. So yeah, as I say, once I know, you have a good night too. So thanks for joining me, guys. I really do appreciate it. And as I say, when I know more about your channels, oh, I was saying about Jimmy's, I'm trying to go on every morning, but I'm not necessarily there because it's my lunch time. So if I finish my lunch, then I jump on to Jimmy's, and I can't do something else at the same time like eating, because he's made me a moderator now, so I'm busy. You saw me today in the chat, so yeah, there we go. So don't worry if I'm not there. I try to go on. He was talking today about he's going to maybe Saturdays as well. I more than likely won't make the Saturdays because my husband's home. He's actually not here Saturdays, but I do other things. So we'll see. But yeah, so if I don't see you on my channel first, I will certainly see you too in Jimmy's. So thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And as I say, looking forward to getting to know you all better. Until next time, as I finish, I always say, Meraki.